What do you think red pillars think the dating market looks like for the average woman? I think a red pillar thinks a woman wakes up. Oh, so she wakes up in the morning and she kind of wants a coffee, but she sees that her bank account is empty. So she snaps a couple pictures of her ass and of her feet. She posts it on her OnlyFans. And then she probably makes about, probably like $700 or $800, in about an hour. Once she makes her $700 or $800, she walks down to the coffee shop. But thank God she didn't actually need to pay for it because she's already matched with every single barista on Tinder there, and all of them give her coffee for free. So she gets her free shit. She walks upstairs. She has class today, but she's fucking one of the nerd guys, barely. More like she lets him watch her fuck a BBC, and then that guy does her classwork for her. So she sits in her room. She doesn't really know what to do. She's already made $700 or $800. She calls one of her Stacy female friends. She's like, what do you want to do today? And her friend's like, I don't know. I kind of feel like traveling. She's like, oh, cool. So she hits up her Instagram DMs and she sees that she's got 17 different Arabic princes that are offering to fly her to different parts of the Middle East. She messages her friend again and she says, hey, are you done with your OnlyFans work today? Oh, you are? Well, do you want to go to Dubai? Do you want to go to Saudi Arabia? Do you want to go to UAE? Like, I've got offers from all these different dudes. And her friend's like, I think I want to do Dubai. That would be cool. So her and her friend hop on a plane. It's a first class seat. Normally it would be a private jet, but since it's short term, they didn't have time. Abdul didn't have time to fly it over. They go over, they hang out in Dubai for about a week. They do more OnlyFans content, and then they fly back to the United States. She's probably close to graduating her classes soon. Not only is she letting the nerd in class watch her fuck, she's also fucking the teacher, so she's guaranteed to get really good grades at either end, and that's her life. And this is about like 45 to 50% of American women do this. This is what red pill people think the average like US woman's life is. That's at 23, okay? Now at 30 and 31, it gets a lot scarier, okay? Stacy wakes up in between two massive, throbbing BBCs. She picks up her crack pipe, but it's empty. Her looks have all faded. She checks her OnlyFans account, and she's only making maybe $20 a day now, only from desperate little incels that weren't smart enough to watch red pill content to not simp for women. She crawls out of bed. She looks outside, and she realizes, shit, I've run through all of my looks. As she gets out of bed, she has to reach down and pick up her pussy flaps because they're dragging on the floor, because the more dick you take from different men, it doesn't matter if you take a lot of dick from the same man, but the more dick you take from different men, the lower your labia hang. So she picks them up as she walks over to the window and she looks outside and she's like, fuck. She sees all of the same guys, the nerd that she made watch her fucking school, all of her male classmates that were trying really hard. She sees them walking down the streets. All of them have become successful business owners now. She sees all the Asian guys are wearing nice suits. They're driving their Lambos up and down the street. All the nerdy dudes are now owning their own successful crypto startups. All of them making tons of money. She's probably going to go down later. She's going to try to hit on them and say, hey, I know I didn't give you a chance in college because I was too busy riding the cock carousel, but I think you're a really special guy and I want to now. And then those guys are going to shut her down because they realize their own self-worth now, I think. After begging for a while, unfortunately, the two BBCs are going to leave her apartment and they'll shout at her and they'll say, hey, you need to go back upstairs. Your children are crying. She probably has 4 or 5 of them by now with at least 3 different fathers, but she's not sure who each of the dads are. Every child is mixed because every red pillar is obsessed with BBC fucking all these women. Yeah, and then she'll probably die of AIDS. That is the a day in the life of Stacy.